17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's doing it right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now it's Wilson. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. possessions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he floats one there, incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A nice pickup. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are once again back in front.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Felton. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's caught. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The running game's not working sometimes. You just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Buccaneers 7. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two,
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
To the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And a dump off to White. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Wilson. A little short pass. This is Everett. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the Broncos first down.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Second and a yard.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Buccaneers 7. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Felton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially